Hey, nurses, I hope you are as excited as I am because today you are going to learn how nurses can break the healthcare burnout cycle in 6 weeks to excel personally and professionally without wasting any more time and energy. If you are a nurse or even a nursing student feeling like you're constantly running on empty, dreading your next shift, or wondering if this career you worked so hard for is even the right fit for you anymore, you've made it to the right place. There's a way to prevent that soul crushing burnout before it takes over your entire life. In a way not to only survive, but thrive in your nursing career. Find a job you actually love and even explore avenues to build financial security, time freedom, all while feeling energized and fulfilled. And yes, even if you're already swamped and exhausted and you feel like you've tried everything, I'm here to tell you it's really possible because I have lived it. So stay until the end if you want to find out how. Recent studies have shown that over 90% of nurses report symptoms of burnout. And that is not a personal failing, it's a systemic problem that requires a proactive strategic approach. And why are we burnt out? Because we're living paycheck to paycheck in a society where both parents have to work full time and overtime just to make ends meet in a simple household. It's impossible to be fully present at home, let alone juggling your kids' schedules on top of it. COVID drastically changed the way that we practice medicine, and the cost of living is only going up. I am a statistic, and no one ever surveyed me. And that tells me that nurses are at an even bigger risk for burnout, and that is the exact problem that I am here to solve. If you think nurses don't have what it takes to make it online, take a look at some of the amazing things that I was able to accomplish in less than 3 months of starting my online journey. With less than 2,500 followers, my content generated over 250,000 views and reached over 138,000 accounts. After only 1 month of posting on a brand new account with an AI avatar, my 18th post received over 500,000 views, generating over 1.6 thousand new followers. And over the past 90 days, my small account generated over 1.1 million views, reached more than 375,000 new accounts, and had over a dozen reels with views reaching over 15,000. I am a real person, just like you, who decided they deserved more than just surviving, and I decided to take control. So who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Alyssa Haddock, and I am a career coach for nurses. I have been able to help countless nurses and nursing students navigate the often overwhelming world of healthcare. I've helped them identify their strengths, find their ideal specialties, and most importantly, learn how to prevent and manage burnout. I've worked in almost every nursing setting imaginable, from the bedside, hospitals, and nursing homes to school nursing, home care, and even intense travel nursing assignments during the pandemic. I've guided aspiring CNAs, mentored new grads, and helped experienced nurses pivot their careers. I have developed tools like a health and fitness app for nurses, a nursing specialty workbook, ebooks, exhaustion guides, and an online quiz to help nurses find their perfect career match. I'm here to tell you that your nursing career does not have to be a one-way ticket to exhaustion and regret. It can be a path to incredible fulfillment, financial stability, and a life that you genuinely love. Not that long ago, things were completely different for me. I wasn't just burnt out, I was fried. And I grew up with nothing handed to me on a silver platter. I didn't want to depend on anyone else to support me. And I always held multiple jobs and worked 60+ hour work weeks. After becoming an RN, I was able to cut back on having multiple jobs. My bachelor's in nursing opened the many doors and new opportunities where I gained valuable experience that shaped who I am today and my love of coaching. Traveling was where the best income came, but it also brought the most stress. The burnout was high, especially after COVID, and the anxiety and stress was causing miscarriages for me. It was a very devastating time, and I knew that I needed to take a step back and make a more sustainable plan B. I accepted a lower paying non-bedside role, and after recovering from my burnout, I soon had 2 beautiful boys. As time went on, bills started piling up. And even with a decent job, I started feeling like I was that struggling child again, and I didn't want my children feeling this way. I knew I had to make that change. And I was working hard, but I wasn't working smart. I was still trading my time for money, and I was still exhausted. What changed everything for me was my decision to not only heal my nervous system, but to learn how to reframe my mindset. This completely shifted my perspective. I realized I had been approaching everything all wrong. I stopped telling myself that I couldn't do something and started asking what I needed to do instead. I began investing in myself and my personal and professional growth, and I learned how to leverage my existing skills, how to use technology to my advantage, and how to build something sustainable for myself and for others. This mindset shift gave me the confidence I needed to take action on my goals and create a sustainable path to success with real control over my time and income. And my life is so different now. My dreams of making a real impact in healthcare on a large scale are a reality, and my relationships have dramatically improved. I have more time to spend with my family, my boys, take more trips, and just truly live. I'm a career coach for nurses because I know so many of you are in the same place that I was, feeling stuck, feeling burnt out, and wondering if there's a better way. And I'm here to tell you that there absolutely is. So what exactly am I talking about when I say burnout prevention and sustainable nursing? It's more than just taking a bubble bath or getting a massage. While those things are great, they're often just temporary fixes. And burnout in nursing is a serious issue. It's a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged and excessive stress. And it's characterized by the three main dimensions of emotional exhaustion: feeling drained and depleted of your emotional resources; depersonalization, developing a cynical, detached attitude towards your work and your patients; and reduced personal accomplishment, feeling ineffective and lacking a sense of achievement. It's not just being tired. It's a fundamental shift in how you relate to your work and your life. And as I showed you before, it's rampant in healthcare. You're probably thinking, I'm pushing through. Why do I need burnout prevention? Think of it like this. You wouldn't wait for your car engine to seize up before you change the oil, right? Burnout prevention is the same. It's about proactive maintenance for your most valuable asset, which is you. And it's about understanding that your success as a nurse, whether that's at the bedside, in a clinic, or pivoting to an online business, begins with learning how to recognize, manage, and prevent burnout. Because if you're burnt out, you can't be your best self for your patients, your family, or yourself. Now, to set proper expectations, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme or recover by tomorrow scam. This isn't some magic pill that will make all your problems go away overnight either. If you're looking for a shortcut to avoid any work, then this probably isn't for you. What I'm offering requires dedication, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to yourself. It requires you to be open to changing your mindset, to challenging your old beliefs, and to taking consistent action. But there's good news. It's absolutely achievable. You don't need to be a tech wizard. You don't have to have a perfect life already. You just need to be ready to invest in yourself and your future. This is for the busy professional who's tired of working overtime just to get by, for the nurse who feels stuck, unfulfilled, and ready for a change, or the nursing student who wants to prepare for the real world of nursing without getting completely overwhelmed. And if that sounds like you, keep watching, because I have distilled everything I've learned about sustainable nursing and career fulfillment into a simple yet powerful 3-step framework. This is the framework that underpins the sustainable nurse method. The first step is all about understanding your unique burnout patterns, and we're going to dive deep into what triggers your stress, what fuels your exhaustion, and how burnout is currently manifesting in your life. This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about gaining awareness. Think of it like being a detective for your own well-being. We identify the culprits, the stressors, the patterns that keep you stuck. And for example, do you always say yes to shifts when you're exhausted? Do you struggle with setting boundaries with your colleagues or patients? I did too. And we'll use practical exercises and self-reflection tools to uncover these insights, because you cannot fix what you don't understand. Once you understand your burnout blueprint, the next step is to protect your energy and build unshakable boundaries. This is where we're going to get practical. You'll learn strategies to safeguard your mental, emotional, and physical energy, including techniques for managing demanding workloads, how to rest beyond sleep, navigating difficult patient interactions, and dealing with workplace politics. We'll explore effective communication strategies so you can advocate for yourself without feeling guilty. And imagine being able to confidently say no when you need to without fear of judgment. Picture leaving work even and truly enjoying your time off without carrying the weight of your shift home with you. We'll break down how you can communicate your needs effectively to your superiors, delegate your tasks appropriately, and even protect your lunch break. These aren't just theoretical concepts, they are actionable strategies you can implement immediately to create more breathing room in your day and in your life. Step 3, the prevention playbook. The final step is about building a personalized prevention plan that works for your life, and this is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Your prevention plan will be tailored to your unique needs, your work environment, and your personal goals. We'll integrate sustainable habits into your routine, build mindful practices that take just minutes, and strategic career planning that aligns with your long-term vision. And this includes exploring different nursing specialties that might be a better fit for your personality and strengths, or even understanding how your nursing skills can translate into an online business for more time and financial freedom. This is where you start to envision a future where your burnout isn't a constant threat, but a manageable challenge that you have tools to overcome. We'll create a roadmap for your continued growth and well-being, ensuring you have the strategies to adapt and thrive no matter what your career throws at you. This step is about empowering you to take proactive control of your career and your life so you can enjoy the journey. At this point, you probably still have questions, and that's totally normal. You might be thinking, can this really work for my specific situation? What if I've tried other things before and they haven't worked out? How do I even begin to implement these changes when I'm already so busy? And these are all valid questions, and you deserve clear, personalized answers. And that's why I want to invite you to book a free 15-minute strategy call with me, where on this call, I'll help you pinpoint your biggest burnout triggers and identify the specific areas where you're feeling the most overwhelmed. Uncover hidden opportunities in your current situation or potential career paths that you haven't even considered that align with your true desires. Walk away with a clear, actionable 3-step plan where you can start implementing immediately to regain control and move towards a more sustainable and fulfilling nursing career. We'll talk about your unique challenges, your goals, and how the sustainable nurse method can specifically help you achieve them. This call is designed to give you clarity, direction, and a sense of hope that things can be different. And to book your call, simply click on the button below this video. Think about it this way. What's the worst case scenario from taking 15 minutes out of your day for this call? Worst case, you get a clear roadmap, some valuable insights, and a personalized plan that you can use absolutely free. Best case scenario, you get the same opportunity that I've had, where you discover a path to a nursing career where you feel energized, fulfilled, and in control. And you learn how to manage and prevent burnout, find a job that is a perfect fit, and even explore avenues for greater financial and time freedom. You get to stop struggling paycheck to paycheck, stop missing out on family time, and start truly enjoying life outside of work. You get to build a successful future, whether that's at the bedside or in a new venture, without sacrificing your well-being. Don't let fear or skepticism hold you back from a better, more aligned future. You've already invested so much in your nursing career. Now invest a small amount of time in yourself and make sure that investment pays off in a way that truly serves you. The Sustainable Nurse Method helps you understand your burnout patterns, protect your energy, and build a prevention plan. And for those who want a deeper support, stronger accountability, and a more sustainable long-term path, I also offer the Sustainable Nurse Mentorship, and we can discuss if that's even a right fit for you on our call. What are you waiting for? Click the button below right now and book your strategy call with me. I'll see you on the call.